This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people. Uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going. The belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given. They're taken. And I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
What's the deal, gang? What goes on? How's everybody doing? We are live. We made it. We made it. Good to see everybody. See you guys. Good to see you. All right, what the fuck is going on?
Yo. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Glad to hear you. Glad to see that you've shown up here.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, boy.
Get it. Let's get it. What's up, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you sound like you're a few blunts in already, bro.
No, first one. Feels good, though.
Yeah, feel that. Need to get the first one on the way.
First one's the best one.
I agree with that. Coming. All right. So daily's closed bearish here. We're looking to come down, fill the daily wick. 4 hours closed bullish, and right now we're bear. Current 4 hours bearish, but previous closure is bullish. So we are looking for some buys off the 4 hours. One. Had a buy limit here last night, but we ended up taking sells from up here down to here, and then I just I didn't hold on to the buy limit. I closed it out, and the fucker tapped and ran off. sniped it too. $1,200 pips. Funny. Yeah, these ranges are funny. Yesterday I look at the range, I'm like, all right, perfect, let's go. This is, holy shit, 1,000 pips. Small range. I'm like, the range on the 15-minute. All right, as we are coming down here, had a support form here. We had a resistance at the area where we're at right now. Might turn into a support. So let's see. We need closures. We must get the closure. Looking to see below where. Okay, these are my levels. For now, we're just looking to create some structure. We broke out of this most recent range. I believe we're going to get a closure now, which would indicate some volume, right? Closure outside the range we were stuck in. So this would indicate volume. Now we just either need to close at a resistance or support, and we'll be fine. We are pulling up to a previous resistance that can start acting as a support here, right? It can pull us back up. Either break up above 43.97 or hold resistance here, and yeah, I wouldn't mind either. If it just starts breaking down, we'll wait for a support to be created and then continuation off resistance. But for now, look for this to pull back up. So if we could see a little bit of bullish momentum here, we can have a candle like this either break us back into the range or respect this level. We respect it. On the deal, we're going to look for some sells to finish the range out. Maybe something like this. Pull up, break the lows there. And if we're able to break these highs and then break that low, I would love to take that sell off the rip. Or if we just close bearish here. Right. Top wick. I can take some sells there, or for top wick here. And if we end up breaking back into the range here, we can start looking for either a fake out back down, right, or a respect of that area. And then we're gonna look to, sorry, candle, right? If we respect that area, close above, we're gonna look for the push up. And if we close back in range, fake out, we are gonna look for the continuation and the sells here. Ideally, top wick entry and back down. So right now, those things I'm looking for out of here. If we end up breaking down and continuing on our way down, this moment, I'm not looking for these pancakes. I just want to see how it starts coming down and on what time frame, at what time, right? If it's NYC open, we might not want to look for it at all. I might not want to look for it at all since we've already retested this area, tapped it. As we start coming back down, I think we can break that low and just smash through it. So we'll see how we start coming down here. I haven't planned for the 43.67 range or below it, right? The 500 pips below it. A lot of range here, but we just want to set up properly. Closures, maybe if we do decide to break down, we want some kind of support. Why do we want to support? We want it because we want to drive down off a resistance. If we form a support, the only way down here, right? If we end up doing this, the only way down for us is if we form a support and then break it driving down resistance. Right? This area, the level, right? We form a support right here. We get that top wick here. We start coming down off this red line. That's us coming down for resistance, breaking a support. That's our position, and we'll look for the sells the rest of the way down here. Yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Very, Now we wait. Now we wait. The cookie crumbled and my dog ate that shit. Yo. Anybody eat crumble cookies? Like the #1 health hazard in them.
You said health hazard?
Yeah. Crumble cookies, man. Forget smoking. Those crumble cookies will fuck you up.
Okay, dope. I'll take your word for it.
There's so much sugar in that shit, man. I be eating a crumble cookie and doing laps around the house. Where I'd be laying down and my feet are just like just doing bicycle kicks. I look like fucking Liu Kang in bed. Like bicycle kicks. Strawberry cheesecake. Stay away from the cookies, bro.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, put them on, Eddie. Penny doesn't know about that.
Nah, I'm a cheesecake person, so I get interested when I hear about.
Crumble cookies are one branch chain amino acid. They're one BCAA away. Outlift your diet? Yeah, I'd like to hear you say that somebody that eats McDonald's every day. Outlift your diet. Maybe, but you ain't gonna outlive your diet. In that case. Yeah. 68 people watching. Yo, can we go? Can someone give us one and we'll owe you one? We eat McDonald's every day. Technically, if you go to McDonald's and take out the whole burger and just eat the patty, it's not bad. I mean, you will. It's terrible for you, but like, not bad in terms of your macros, your micros. You see my diet, you'd say, how are you healthy? Because cardio and lifting out does your diet. Imagine if your diet worked in unison with your lifting. You could do fucking testosterone numbers. You would do fucking HGH numbers. If that daily Wix gets filled, there would be a miracle. I'm guessing you're holding cells, right? Somebody holding on to cells, my friend. Oh, very nice. I'll hold it to nothing. Nothing. Perfect. Yeah, we should have noticed this level come down here. Let's see it. A nice tap there. Well, let me open my door. Yeah, just hold off a bit. We're going to be waiting on this 1 hour close. We got 10 minutes till the 1 hour closes. There's nothing going on here. We need a support form, so let's just pay attention and wait for now. As long as you're hitting your protein goals, the carbs and fats don't matter. If you're eating high protein foods, generally you're going to hit micro. Yeah, but you're gonna feel like shit, and over time it catches up to you. You're gonna get sick. That cancer, diabetes, and high cholesterol come in real quickly. More people at the Zoom door. Come in. Welcome in. Yeah, Zoom, you might outdo regular YouTube attendance. This rate. All right, all we need is a resistance. I mean, we're forming a support of sorts, right? We just need a resistance to come down off of, and we will be in really good shape. Especially if this hourly in 6 minutes right now closes below the range here. Closes bearish. Right, we could see a top wick entry off the next hourly candle. No, that's not necessarily true. The bad feeling comes from caloric surplus if you're making major cholesterol. No, I'm pretty sure if you eat low quality foods, you'll feel like shit. There's a difference in, there's high quality carbs, low quality carbs that can give you the same types of nutrients, right? But the thing is, when you're starting out, like when you're starting lifting, and a lot of people, like, you know, coming from where I came from, they undereat. Like, I was very skinny. I was tiny, right? Some people, like, who are big, I think it's easier to like get shredded than to actually gain weight. Like, I'm sorry, it's easier for a bigger person or for a fat guy to get shredded and get in shape, I think. And maybe not easier to get in shape, but easier to look big, to get bigger, right? For a fat guy, because you just got to shred, versus the skinny guy who's got to put on weight, who's got to bulk and then shred, right? So for me, the trick was initially when I started working out, I had a I guess you could say a coach. Like, I don't have a coach, but for me to start working out and learn things and know what to do, I had a coach like 10 years ago. And he said, look, man, first just start eating. We'll worry about the good foods and the bad foods later. He's like, first I need you to start eating. I was eating like once a day, twice a day, right? And he's like, you just got to start putting on weight, get used to eating, right? Once you get used to eating, we'll put you on good food. But if you want, he's like, yo, you want to eat McDonald's? Eat McDonald's. I don't care what you eat. Just start eating. And when I started eating and bulking on, like putting on weight, right, and getting a little bit of belly fat, he's like, all right, we're gonna go to, we need some, we need some chicken and rice, some sweet potato and steak. You're gonna have to switch that up now. So, I mean, that's how I did it. I just started eating. I started eating fast foods. Started eating just food in general, as much as possible, and then slowly switched it to a good diet. Quality. When accounting for calories, there's no difference between McDonald's and moderation and no McDonald's at all. Yeah, McDonald's is all processed food, though. So 20 years down the road, you're likelier to get cancer than somebody that didn't eat processed food. You're likelier to be in worse shape, worse condition. No evidence. Of course there's evidence for processed food versus not processed food, of course.
Absolutely.
When my father got cancer and we asked the doctor what's the number one thing, he's like, if anything, if your father should regret anything in his life, it's his diet. The man should have no regrets except for his diet. I don't know though. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just going by what like I've kind of lived through, experienced, and my conversations with professionals. I don't know if you can call them professionals. I feel like they just kind of regurgitate book to you. I'm 30 in the best shape I've ever been. I've tried them all. Yeah, I'm 40. I'm in the best shape I've ever been. I'm in way better shape in my 40s than I was in my 20s or 30s. Yeah, I'm the biggest I've ever been. I'm the strongest I've ever been, and I'm probably the healthiest I've ever been. And the wealthiest I've ever been. But the question is, am I the happiest I've ever been? Yeah, I've kind of stopped eating McDonald's. The only time I eat it, actually, I'm lying. I had McDonald's 2 days ago, but the only time I eat it is when the kids are right. And the kids request it all the time, and the queen requests that I don't. In moderation. That's why Eddie doesn't want to go out to eat with me, because every time I'd be like, "Yo, let's go hit a steakhouse," he's like, "Nah, lunchtime." Now I get it. McDonald's. Oh, I'm gonna invite you to a fucking Eddie's a cheap date. You want to go to McDonald's, bro? I'll take you. McDouble, medium fries, and a small mocha frappe. Oh man, you're fucked. I can't go to lunch with you. Fuck me up too.
45 seconds. It's 9 o'clock.
Sir. I got nothing off the next candle. Not off the rip. We've kind of made that top wick here on the 15 where I possibly had a position, but yeah, I'd rather pull up more here to the previous levels, right at 43.97. It's crazy because about a year ago, my entire screen would be like this. My entire screen was like 300 pips. Now it's just like a little part. Screen's like 2,000 pips. What's milk and break? Pundits are not surviving these pullbacks. No, they're not. Interesting opening here. To bounce up here. We have a level to bounce off. More fire. More fire. Oh, man. Yeah, I know what I need. Kenny was right. Nothing better than the first one. Detroit played a sick game last night versus the Lakers, huh?
I didn't catch it. I was at work.
Beat them by 3. It was a nice game. 113, 110.
Beat him on 3 with arcade, huh? That's good.
LeBron had his first ever first half with 0 points in his career. His first points came with like 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Crazy.
Dre gonna play that D. Spartans in the Sweet 16. In the toughest bracket of them all.
Florida game was crazy. Yeah, I think I don't think we have any Cinderella teams. Cinderella teams.
Not anymore. I think High Point was the last one.
Oh, there's that bounce up we just spoke about. That should bounce up. We just don't have a level here to bounce up off of. It would have been this if this wick never got there, but this wick got there. So expect a break of that, which is somewhere down here, 43.55, but we already pulled up, so let's wait to see if we can form a resistance somewhere. If not, we'll just smoke this fat joint and wait for NYC open. You could be in the NBA if you stopped eating McDonald's. Yeah, if you stopped eating McDonald's and then fucking decided to break your femur bone, extended by 6 inches, and then go through about 10 years of physical therapy. Yeah, you could be in there. I could have been in the NBA if I was another 3 feet taller, bro. Easy. I got the skill. I got the skill set they look for. How's the father? I don't know how he is, man. His younger brother just died. I mean, his younger brother passed away. Close with my uncle. I don't know how it must feel like. He's probably crushed. I mean, I know how he feels, but he's just very. I've never seen him cry. Never seen him upset. Maybe when he's alone. I've never seen him in my life. Not even when I was a little kid. Right. So maybe when he's alone, fucking goes through it. But I know he's got to be going through it because his brother just died. Donate for my femur extension surgery. Femur extension. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I don't know why they didn't hire me for a voiceover in Madagascar. I would have fucking killed it. Killed it. Killed it, killed it. Damn, Wembanyama just dunked from his own free throw line. Boy's fucking huge. Yeah, OKC is gonna have a fucking. They're gonna have to work for it this year against San Antonio. Wemby looks fucking unstoppable. How the fuck we got 87 viewers? What are you talking about? We got 92, almost 100. We about to fucking break records here. Too profitable, gang. It's no, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday morning. We're up 450 pips on the week already. How are we up almost 500 pips? There's less than 100 people in here.
They don't care nothing about your pips.
Word.
They're here for entertainment. You gotta do something crazy.
Word. Which one of your other gurus smokes multiple joints a stream while securing hundreds of pips? We're doing something crazy right here. By the way, chat, this is AI. This isn't even a real joint. You think a real joint burns like that? That's AI. Do that with a real joint. Not even smoke coming out.
Yo, Wix, you gotta put the position on the screen, man. Send that bat signal out. You see everybody running.
Yeah, no, fuck them. I want some loyalty.
When I bring Snoop Dogg on here to smoke with us one day, they gonna all be on.
Yeah. That's 100%. Bro, bring anyone on here. Anyone famous? Anyone remotely famous? Right? You could bring Vanilla Ice on here. Yeah, let's go. 2 more winning days needed to be eligible for a payout on the next property. It's a Taco Tuesday. NYC open here in 20 minutes. Good. This is good. Closures below here should take us down. So the good thing about this, remember, we said we wanted a support and then we want to bounce down to break that support off resistance, but we need it to be below the range. In order to take positions immediately, we needed to have closures below this level, right? If the range was like this, then yeah, we're closing below. This is solid. We're taking sells here. But that range is, that level is here, so it would be selling right into there. But the good thing about this, we did get some things out of the way. We came down, we found a support, and we just bounced down all for resistance. All we need to do is close below that support, and the rest of the range down here should be fairly easy to fill. So you would really want, all we really need is just this candle continue to push down here, right? And then for NYSE open, volume time, guess what? All we need is a top wick, break of the lows, get the fuck into the trade. Time, level, whatever. We need a weed reel to trigger persons who said you can't smoke weed and trade. All right, clip this. Flip the next position, because I'm gonna be fucking taking a fat pull as I'm pressing the button. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a joint like this. Like, all right, chat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a joint. Chat, we're getting in here. Yeah, we need a winning trade now. We just need a position. Every trade's a winning trade. Let's see if we can get these closures belowsers. All right, let me take a few pulls, leave this outside because it's starting to stink up my fucking arm. All right, chat. Getting in a position here. Breathing in through the ear. I'm gonna trigger some deaf people. I can hear the gorilla glue. I can hear the gorilla in the glue. Well, that went nowhere. Can't believe this candle went nowhere. It's all right, though. All right, though. NYC Open's coming up here in 15 minutes. Last 15-minute candle before NYC Open. Let's see if that takes us somewhere or if we're going to need the NYC Open to actually get us out of this range. I'm waiting involved. You know what you could do while we wait for the market to get some liquidity? Do the same thing. Liquidity grabbed. Remind me to pull up the joint before I take the position. All right. So 30 seconds here on this 15. We've gone nowhere. Pretty indecisive candle here. 30 so far. Quite indecisive as well. See that there's news at 9:45. Yes, there is 9:45. I did see it earlier. I forgot about it. Manufacturing PMI. So I'm guessing the 4-hour close might be a position for us. We'll see what NYC Open brings here, because if we start breaking lows or highs for NYC Open, we might have positions. It's a small might. All right, so 15 decided to close here with no clear sense of direction, right? Did not. Rejection away from the top, from the bottom, a doji candle. So now we're kind of stuck here, waiting on NYC Open. If you got something to do, make sure you're back here in 10 minutes. I can guarantee you no positions for the next 14 minutes. Go ahead, go get your coffee, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, do whatever you got to do. Go smoke a joint. Figure you got about 10 minutes and come back here because we need to be paying attention. You know, we need to be ready for NYC Open. So if you're back a few minutes before. Oh, Zoom door. Gotcha. Come here. Come in. Come in. Come back. Patience. We are setting up. Yes. PMI news in 30. I don't care to wait for the news to play out if NYC Open sets up. I'll trust that volume. But if it doesn't, and by 9:45 there's nothing, yeah, then it's pretty much a guarantee that we're waiting here on the 4-hour close, 10 a.m. Don't forget, we do have a giveaway coming up here today. I will do a giveaway. We'll do a 50K giveaway on stream here today. And we will be running Asian session about 12 hours from now, right? So when that happens, we will do another giveaway as well. We're doing a giveaway for New York and for Asian session tonight, so make sure you show up for both sessions. Make sure you're in there, my friend. Yeah, I've been doing that access so much, I'll be waking up with it sometimes. One day I'm just gonna wake up with the accent and forget that I even fucking speak with a regular accent. Should have put 50K giveaway in the title. Yeah, you're right. Oh well. I realize now why people have managers for all these little things. I mean, for all the big things too, but all these little things. It's so much going on overall that's hard to fucking keep track of. I remember everything. You need a manager. I don't need a manager in the old school sense of the word, right? In the regular understanding. More of an assistant. I have 4 managers already, right? 3 daughters and a wife. They manage the shit out of my time. You got this, you got that. You gotta be like, no, you got this. I just gotta be there. I gotta take you. I gotta be there. I gotta attend. You got this and that and all that. I don't got that. No way. I roll no joint. No, that's one thing I cannot let anyone do. Trust me. I roll my own weed because I like to enjoy weed, and ain't nobody gonna roll a joint like me. And then I'm gonna be sitting there miserable if I let you do it, being like, fuck, I knew I should have done it myself. I'm gonna be over there like, damn, you want something done right, just do it yourself.
Not even that. You don't want somebody else's saliva on your thing, anyways. It's just nasty.
How do they do the pre-rolls? Are those fucking licked by somebody else, or is that a machine?
Well, I mean, they used to have those machines. I don't know if they still make them today, where you just fit it in there, the paper, and then you slide it in and out.
Like when I go to the store and there's pre-rolls and I buy them.
Oh, I have no idea. They probably just use their finger with water or something. And then...
Adhesive, probably.
I feel like there's like 20 Chinese kids in the back just pumping these things out, and like
his tongue is like 5 times the size of a normal one.
Where like
keeps
licking
all day
18
long.
joints at a time. Imagine if it was on a fucking assembly line. There's an asshole sitting there just all day.
Yeah, they must have a machine like they had with the envelopes. You know, the one that has a rollie with the water in it. They must have something like that. I mean,
it'd be crazy if it's an actual like glue.
It's an adhesive, I'm sure.
Some Chinese dude in the back.
His girlfriend will be happy.
I don't think he'll feel anything. It's like a dog's tongue, just massive.
I don't know why that feels like we're laughing, but we're not wrong. I really feel like there are brands that like, oh yeah, I worked for a weed company. I just used to roll their pre-rolls and shit. I feel like there's somebody that did that in the chat here.
It's possible. Looks like this might be a 9:30
It's
trade.
possible, yeah. We might get this. We might get this closure below. Like, we got this.
If it looks good for that, then I might look into it. But I don't want to get stuck in the trade while news is happening. Also at 9:45. So let's see.
Let's see. Yo, let me go get my joint ready for this. It's gonna be a highlight reel with a joint. Hold up. Oh, you know what we did? You know what we did earlier that we don't get to do right now? Is it true you learned from Donvo? I learned a lot of things from Donvo. Did I learn to trade from Donvo? No. Did learn a lot of things from, I've learned a lot of things from a lot of people. If you're not a sponge in life, or in this industry, but in life in general, you're gonna have a tough time getting better.
No, man, there's just no point of living at that point. If you're not learning every day something new or bettering yourself, then you're an idiot. And it doesn't matter how old the person is. If the person is good at what they're doing, then you might as well learn from them if they're actually showing you that they're doing it themselves. Don't just listen to their lips flopping, you know? Doesn't matter how old they are.
But
Which is younger than I am, right? Don is younger than I am. Doesn't mean that, you know?
I mean, it doesn't mean we can't learn from each other. I've learned, you know, what's the saying? Fuck, how does that saying go?
Trust but verify? No, I don't know.
I got friends with degrees, LLCs, and felonies, and I learned from all of them. Right? I got friends with degrees, with LLCs, and with felonies, and I've learned from all of them. So yeah, that's how that saying goes. Here's the deal. I've traded with Don for quite a few years together, right? Quite a few years together on stream, back testing together every weekend, breaking trades down together outside of stream, you know, on calls, on the phone. And yeah, it would be tough not to pick up things here and there. I'm sure it works both ways, right? I'm sure he's picked up things from me. I'm sure he picked up things from him. He's saying he's sold out. No, he's not. We've had this conversation many times. You and I.
Don't read those messages that I already deleted, bro. They're just morons. Don't worry about them.
No. I was on Don's stream the other day last week. I hopped on his stream.
Yep. But they're not looking at that. They're not seeing that you guys are still friends and cool.
Yeah, he talks to me. He's like, yeah, I'm not cool with that prop firm. I'm just like, my point, he doesn't agree with me, but like we spoke on the phone about this. Like my look into my whole opinion on the prop space is just, it's a different game. It's not trading. It's not like, right? You go to a casino, you play blackjack and you play slots and you play poker. It's all gambling, right? It's a different game, completely different skill set, completely different knowledge, but it's still gambling, right? You're still managing. There's risk involved. You know, all that. Same thing here. This is just a different game at the casino. You have trading in a normal sense, right? Just like you have Texas Hold'em in a normal sense. Then you have a Texas Hold'em slot machine, right? And then you have a Texas Hold'em, like, so the same thing here. Or you have a roulette table. You have a blackjack table. Like it's a different animal. It's a completely different game for prop firms. It's a different type of execution, different type of approach, different type of mindset, different type of skill, different type of and barrier for entry. So it's just different. So yeah, Hardy's sucks though. Seems like bro. We all win trades, we all lose trades. There's days he won, I lost. There's days other people win, there's days I win, other people lose. Look, we just said this yesterday on stream. The grind is not against any other trader. The only grind here, the only hustle here is poverty. You guys know that by heart. I say it all the time. That's the only competition you have here. Poverty. And your opponent here is the market. Right? Not any other trader. The less you focus on other traders, the more time you'll spend focusing on your actual opponent, the better off you'll be. Right? The better off. Focus on the actual opponent here. And it's not going to be anyone else sitting at this table, right? This isn't poker. This is, like I said, your opponent is the market here. And that's a big problem you guys have. You guys are focused on things that are on the wrong things. Focus on your opponent. Don's approach is like, no, it's trading and they're screwing you. Like, they'd be screwing you if they don't tell you the rules, right? But if they tell you the rules and you decide to play the game, I think they're just doing business. And if they're following the rules on their end, they're doing good business. And if you can follow the rules on your end and they follow the rules on their end, then it's a win-win. And it's just like, hey, if you're filling the space that's going to be filled anyway, then I'd rather have the good guys fill that space. And in my head, that's top one, right? Top one futures would be the good guys in the space, right? If they're not there, that vacuum gets filled by somebody, and I'd rather it be people with good intentions and doing good business than But that's just, you know, that's my opinion. It doesn't mean like you can play all the games at the casino. You know, when I go into the casino, I play blackjack. The poker guys are like, sell out. I'm gonna go play some sell out. Fucking, you're not a real gambler. Or the other way around, you know what I mean? I'd be at the blackjack table, and if I decide to go play poker, I'm not gonna hear the blackjack guys be like, guys, he does not a real gambler. No, it's just a different game at the casino. And I mean, it's up to you how you want to go about it, how you want to make money. But I guess you get more lenient with things, more open to things, and more accepting of other games at the casino as you get older. The thing is, I had an issue with the prop space, but honestly, that was before I understood the prop space. I just thought, hey, it's trading, but they're trying to fuck you, and they're setting all these barriers. And then I played the game, and I was like, this is just a different animal. It's just a different game, different. Right? Because I played the FTMO game, and I got paid out within a couple of weeks, and I was like, man, who gives a shit how I make money as long as I'm making money? Matter of fact, get good at making money and then show people where you can be done. And that's where the value is. Like, we're all doing this not for some fairness factor, but to make money. That sucks. Gang, I don't know what we want to do with this. That 30 just gave no bottom wick. Well, there is a bottom. Swords. That kind of sucks. Watch the hourly reflip bullish. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab some food. I got my bagel with cream cheese and bacon and tomato sitting over there. It's an everything bagel. Make sure you cut that shit in half. Moves too big for my brain, my friend. Okay, it's all right. Adjust your brain. Give me a sec. Don't leave. I'm going for 10 seconds. Give me a minute.
Wix, I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
We have a sell
Wait.
stop. You guys didn't. Fuck, I was muted this whole time. So I was just talking about us attempting to come back up in range here. Did Zoom hear me? No, Zoom didn't. So what I was looking for was for a break at this high to set a sell stop, but we did get a push back up in range here. We attempted to come up here. You saw this candle make a bottom wick push up here. Fail, still close below. We have a fake out here. It's still 1 minute. But the thing is, we're playing out so fast, that's why the ranges are massive. So I have a sell stop here on a break of the lows after that attempt to push back up in range. I think the volume here could bring us down. This will be our partial level right here. Actually, this wick to the left. 4355.7.8. I have it. 4355.8 on my live account. We'll keep stops back up in range here above. But for NYC Open, I think we have a chance to break the low, come down heavy here, and bounce back up. So we're gonna have partials. 4350. We are activated here. 4350 flag, I think, will be partials. Oh, we pull back up. Stops will be 4376. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm gonna have my position looking like this. Oh, did you guys know you can actually activate your position, oops, from these? I'm gonna have stops above the wick over here to the left. Right. 375. 4376 stop. Okay. 4376.1, my friend. Give to me this remote. Partials are 4350 flat. Okay, so I'm looking for a quick pump down. We got volume. We got a closure below the range. We got a top wick. We got a re-break of the lows. Right now we had a pump up, and now we rebroke that re-break. So the idea is to push it down, my friend. Now very much. My wife must hate me. I'd be yelling like that all the time. So with the Indian rupee, my friend. Break it down. No, rebroke the low. Rebroke the low, my friend. I'm gonna go break even on the rebreak. Break even on the rebreak. Fucking push. All right, break even on the rebreak and taken out. Yeah, I got taken out there. I went break even as soon as we rebroke that low, and I got taken out. I don't even think it rebroke it. Yeah, it did. Right there. Once we rebroke that low, I went break even. How much was that? 30 pips? I still think it comes down. I'm just not going to fuck with it if it's messing around here. We wanted a heavy drive, right? As soon as it rebreaks that low, just no point to come down. No point of it coming back up. So it broke it by a pip. Oh, well. Yo, how do I get rid of this Indian accent? Do you guys have any fucking... How do the Indians do it? How do you guys do it when you come to America? How do you get rid of the accent? Yeah, signals got... What did the signals get? 0. Yeah, it'll probably push again. I just... Like, once we re-break that low, my friend, it is no go for me. It is break even. Yeah, I know. You gotta close. I mean, you gotta close. You gotta move stops to break even. Rebreak it at low. You need a push. There's no reason for it not to push. It's NYSE open. If it doesn't push, what the fuck is it holding for? To come back up, create a steeper top wick. Yeah. 30 pips and a BE. But at this point, when you see 30 pips on a 3,000 pip candle, it's like, oh shit. How do I get a notification that my boy Don's streaming, but nobody gets a notification that I'm streaming? Ding, ding, ding. I'm from India. Canada. That's inappropriate. How did you lose your accent when you moved to Canada? Illegal alien murder suspect has 30 prior arrests. That's wild. Eddie, you want to do lunch? Want to do lunch today? I'll take you to McDonald's. Are we re-breaking? 5 minutes here. 5 minutes left for the news. What do we have? Here, 5:15. Manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI. Yeah, it probably won't be like a position until the 4 hour. Oh, now it did break, my friend. Yeah, well, if you didn't go break even before, I would go break even on the rebreak of the rebreak of the rebreak, because there's fucking no reason for it to pull back up every time. Unless it wants to create a steep top wick. If it just comes down, it comes down. But bro, you teach your kids how to trade? No. I mean, if they want to, they'll probably learn over the years growing up, right? Hang around with the ninjas, that's how you lose the accent? True. That's very true. That's how I lost the Russian accent. when I moved to this country, bro. Bro, when I moved to America, bro. Damn, I think we waiting on news. Yeah, we waiting on news. This thing has come down, pulled back, come down, pulled back. There's absolutely no reason for this to keep pulling back. So it makes me think that it wants to create a steeper top wick. But if it doesn't, and a steeper top wick here flips the hourly bullish. Or damn near close to it. Right? So I will be waiting. I will be waiting. Benny, come here. At this point, I kind of want this to pull back up so we get these sells for after the news, but yeah, news coming out here in a few minutes, 2 minutes here for news. Maybe that'll be the catalyst to bring you down, right? Because if you get a top wick here and a push down, it should be a heavy drop. But don't forget, you might close as a late candle here. I get a very small bottom wick and just a heavy push up. That's a possibility. Yeah, at this point, like, you wanted that candle to run on the break. You don't want it hanging around here. You just want it to run, but they give you 40, they give you 50 pips. Like, this isn't what you want to see on a 1 minute when you see a celery. I mean, a re-break at the lows for NYC Open. Right? When you see that flip on NYC Open, you want it to run. Think about it. NYC Open just did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Last 14 out of the 15 minutes range. Actually, no, all 15 minutes range. Yeah, if you're in sells, I hope it comes down for you. But if you were in sells, I also believe at the very least you should have been break even. Wicks to the left.
Yeah, I didn't go break even right away when you did, but it's too much bouncing. Eventually, I had to jump
The
out.
thing is, there shouldn't be any bouncing on this type of
No,
play.
not at
This
9:30.
play needs to drive. The
Not at
NYC Open,
9:30.
this thing needs to push. Maybe the news will bring it down, but hey, maybe the news pumps straight the fuck up.
Might pump up 300 pips and then come down.
Yeah, yeah, that could be the news. Here we go. News here in 30 seconds. Damn. Hey, news might be a catalyst to drop this 1,000 pips. You don't know. Not gonna. No more gamba, as we used to say on the DB stream. Oh. What did the news do? What did the news do? Why did it come out? I don't want to hear pending. Did it drop? It rebroke the low again, didn't it? Yeah. How many rebreaks of the rebreak of the... It definitely rebroke the low right there. Yeah. 5 pip, but it rebroke it. How many rebreaks of a rebreak of a rebreak do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This candle has rebroken its own low 6 separate times just to pump the fuck back up. Watch it re-break the low again. How did the news come out? Wow. You're gonna get a whipsaw here. Look, bop, bop. Yep. What we got? A whipsaw. Anybody's ball game now. 50-50. Come up or come down. I think we might see short term up, long term down. Talking about for the rest of the day. Looks good on the 30, right? To come down. Looked great, but it looked great initially. We wanted that initial drop. Now, any kind of rebreak of the lows to get in here, you're bouncing, you're selling right into this support. Don't want to do that. I'd like more structure now. This guy's always smoking. Don't you get tired of smoking and get older quicker? No way, Jose. Remember when the 4-hour was like this? I think it'll come down to 43.10. Yeah, but maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does so after a 300 pip pullback, like Kenny just said. I just like, you don't want to be in here. You want to be in the drive down. NYC Open shouldn't do this. But I will say this, if we close bullish right here, like this, respecting this yellow line here for 367, right? Still below bullish, but below it. We will look for sells on the break of the low or a seller replay down and keeping stops at a minor 220 pips. Gonna come down now. Just try to come up again. Look at tap resistance. What are you going to do? I want this to push up, honestly. Right. Why? Because I want this 30 or this 15 to attempt to come back up in a range. I at least want that attempt. It's gonna, if we end up pushing up into here and fail, yeah, next 30 is coming down for sure. If we're doing this right now, this is the news, right? Whipsaw. We could come up here, come back down, but if we're able to test this area, not drive up, but still close below it, man, that next 30 is gonna be a nice drop. It's gonna be a nasty drop for us. We're gonna catch. But boy, would it like put things in perspective if we're able to come up here and fail, right? What up, Tom? Where's Jerry? Where is Jerry, my friend? Nursing home. How old are Tom and Jerry, bro? How long do mice live? How you been recently? Well, good. I'm up 450 pips on the week. Doing great. So that's it. You ain't gonna attempt to come back up here? You gonna re-break the low again? 10 minutes on the 4-hour candle here. We're gonna be waiting. I will be waiting there. God, come up. At least test the range so we could come down together. Yeah, if this can happen off the next candle. Nine minutes on the 4-hour. Yeah. There's no reason for all this to be going on. The entire 30 minutes of this NYSE open candle and the news. Some gotta give. Structure gotta give, right? And structure shows bearish. Was my oil trade. W. And again, it flips bullish. Something fishy's cooking. Your upper lip. You'll be all right. Yeah, I agree with you. Us, Hussein. When I say Hussein, you say shady. I concur. Oh. This is what I want to see. attempt to come back up in this range, make things a little more clear for us. Right? This attempt up and a closure back below would be great. Perfect. This is exactly what I was saying earlier. We want this attempt back up in range to put things in perspective. It's either going to fail or it's going to succeed, and we're going to avoid that sell. High likelihood it, it fails, but we'll see. We shall see. When we spoke about that, we said, hey, that might even flip the hourly bullish. Damn near it. It got real close to flipping that 1 hour bullish there. Okay, now it's 5 minutes left. Time for us to wait. Yeah, 5 minutes here. Let's wait on this. Waiting this 4 hour to close. Looking like we might get our position. Yeah, let's wait. We got a few minutes. Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna go do the damn thing real quick. Take a couple bites of a bagel and BRB. Let's hope it doesn't run before the close here. Hold on a sec, chat. Be right back and take a message. Hold on. All right, gang. We are back. The hourly's closed. Bullish. The 4 hours closed bearish. We need a resistance. This 4 hours is going to come down. We just need to find out where this resistance is going to be. Already tapped these areas. Nothing I can play off of here. That was a strong push up. Even over here, we can take positions for sells at our resistance, but I don't have a stop here. There's nothing I can play off of. Wow. Yeah, I still see this 4 hour coming down. Just where? Look at this 4 hour, right? Like candle on the hourly. Just what resistance can we use? Sucks. And the thing is, the entire world probably has sell stops here on a flip of this 4 hour candle to fill the wick, which means it could flip barely and come up for a steeper top wick. Yeah, I mean, we know what should happen here. It should create a top wick and come down. The only thing we just don't have is a resistance area where we can take that top wick off of. Not in this case, it's not as clear cut entry wise as it usually is in terms of a top wick entry. No more news, I don't think, for the day. Yeah, I mean, it's just price action. You just need a place that we can look for sells at. And look, it doesn't need to be a sniper entry here off a top wick, a bounce, right? We can create that resistance. So this candle, yeah, it might slingshot down and you miss this drive to the flip. But this is a 4 hour candle, right? So this pullback can come all the way up here. We can get 15-minute or 30-minute closures up here at resistance, right? We can come up, close above, and close back below. And that would still be a top wick entry. Yeah, we can get this. We're good with that. If it happens here somewhere into these areas. And we get that closure back here. Right? Top wick entry sells right here. Right off that level. Keeping stops above wherever we topped out. Looking for sells here. Right? This is your entry. And on the 4 hour, your candle will eventually should eventually, right? This. Your entry will be top wick right there, right? Bless me, thank me, I'm welcome. And yeah, keeping that step. Bless me, thank me. I'm well. Thanks, Reg. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna look for. And see, like I said, we could take it off this level. We just don't have a stop. What can we utilize as a stop off that level? And that's a nice rejection level, but You're taking that sell off of there. Last time we came up there and rejected there, man. Look at came up down these top wicks. Oh, we don't want to keep that top wick. Stop. Plus, don't forget the hourly closed above this level, right? Above the previous. The previous 30 closed above the 30 that came before it. So technically you had what? I know what this is. 2, 1. In an engulfing candle, right? This is an engulfing candle. It's showing stronger bullish momentum than this bearish candle. So we do expect to push up for a top wick, which we just got. Is this level enough to bring us back down? Or can we close right at it? Is this level strong enough to just hold but not bring it down? Get in. See? For now, there's nothing, and we can also update our levels. Sort of. For now. Hold on a sec. Oh, the spit song gotta go. Get rid of the spit song, my friend. Market making us work for our inch. This is good. This is good. No, this is like, you know what you're looking for. If it doesn't say, I know you guys want to take a position, right? So this is perfect in terms of testing your patience and making you realize in the moment that it's happening, that, right, as you're being impulsive. A bunch of you have already taken sells, right? I know it, right? A bunch of you have taken sells off this top wick already, and I get it. But if you just wait for it to print exactly like you want it to, you're not going to sit here wondering, stressing, guessing. You're going to be confident in what you're taking, and win or lose, there's confidence throughout the trade. And when you have confidence in a trade, you're not being impulsive. You're not setting yourself up for failure, right? Impulse is what set you up for failure. Doing things with structure, the way you know it, with confidence, knowing what to expect and knowing how to manage it. That's what's gonna take you to profitability, and that's what's gonna keep you there. So be patient. Let it play out exactly. If it runs here and you're gonna be like, damn, I knew it was gonna run. Yeah, that happens sometimes. But you're here for the long run, right? You're here long term. So yeah, let it. Like, you missed the drive from $1 to 5,000 here. You weren't panicking, right? You missed all of that. Just take your bits and pieces. Let this play out. If it drives down, great. You'll take it below there. If it forms the way you want it to, you're gonna be a fucking happy camper, and it's gonna reinforce that aspect of trading for you, that you should be waiting on your positions. It's gonna reinforce a good habit, a winning habit, right? Just want to get over it. I think a lot of people need to know wicks. You get over it. Gotta get sick and tired of your own shit. Talk about it all the time. Gotta get sick and tired of it. You take a position here, you lose. Next time you're gonna be like, fuck, man, I should have kept that impulse out. But you'll take it again and you'll lose again. And you know what? That's like that story that I told you that Joe told me, that the lesson that Joe from my bank job taught me, right? Remember Joseph Scarpati? Hey, if you take a sip from a hot cup of coffee, which all of you have done before, you ever taken a sip from a hot cup of coffee and burn yourself, right? That's your lesson. But what do we do as human beings? We pick that shit right back up and take another sip. Be like, damn, I just lost all my taste buds. Fuck it. And you take another sip and you keep sipping that hot coffee. So that first sip teaches you a lesson, right? That second sip tells you that you learned nothing. Right? That second sip teaches you that you didn't learn shit. So you got burned here. You should learn. But that second time you do it, it should tell you that you didn't learn shit and should reinforce the fact that, hey, you should learn. Right, there you go. There's that steeper push up. You need resistances. All we have is a 4-hour level here. This would be amazing if we can get this. This is what we just drew out. So let's see. This is A. This is B. C, D. A is playing out right now. See what happens. Do some merch? Yeah, if anybody does merch, or if anybody's got a clothing, access to clothing or printing or clothing brands, let me know. I'm down to do merch. I want to do it with people inside. I don't want to go out looking for Chinese. Do shit. If you have a brand, if you have clothing, or if you have quite quality shirts, or if you have a printing press, printing store, right? A print shop. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm not looking to go print shirts. I'm not looking to go start visiting, merch supply. I'm not looking to do none of that shit. If you got access, hey, we can collab and you run that part of the business. That's all you. If that's like, if it's something that you have business. All right, 4 hour coming down. Right? So we know the stop wick needs to happen. 4 hour wick needs to start getting filled here. But the smaller time frames must align in order for us to have the when. Yeah, we're waiting for now. 15. Closing bullish. Respecting. So didn't get that just yet. Maybe we get it on the 30. Maybe the next 15 comes up, brings us up above here. Let's see. Well, there's 20 seconds left on this 15. We definitely want sells here. Maybe we get them. Maybe the 30 closes above and then we can get the 30 fake out for London close, right? If we get the 30 above and the next 30 below here, that's London. That takes us into London close time volume. So this candle that drives down here, that would be an 11 a.m. candle. Fifteen's got a top wick to fill here. So I think we might make a bottom wick come up here into this range. Fill that way. See what happens. If we don't and we hold this area, then we get a bit more difficult here. We want the 30 to close above and come back down on the next 30. Gives you a chance, chat, to make bread. You can make close. Well, if you're in here, chance to make bread because it's in NASDAQ sells. Okay. Off a top wick. Yeah, W right there off that level. Nice job. If you took it off 24,274, right in about 200 pips, 180 pips in profit. I don't like it though. I don't think it looks better than gold though. The Jewish fake out. Yeah, I don't think NQ looks better than gold here. Gold looks way better. Or way clearer to me. In my head, this looks way clearer than what NQ looks. I'm a big old. Playing out. It's coming up there. Coming up. We just said. Oh, you order beef fried dumpling with a sweet chili and soy sauce. Oh, you very much. That. You'll have some dumplings. Shout out to Eddie. Sweet chili sauce.
Eddie's over there trying to bootleg Detroit versus everybody. Us versus poverty.
Damn, this is these dumplings, bro. Dumpling King is the shit. Did I copy something? I swear I came up with that. With what? With what? I missed it.
So you think you came up with that?
He
Nah,
thinks
I
he
don't
came up
think
with
so.
2-in-1 shampoos, shampoo and conditioner.
You talking about the shirt?
What shirt? What's the shirt? What shirt?
Us versus everybody. I say he's bootlegging Detroit versus everybody. Well, I'm sorry, us versus poverty was his idea. It's cool.
Yo, but why does chili sauce gotta be that spicy, bro? No reason. Woo! I can't, bro. Damn, my nose is crying. Can't handle this. I don't know. No. It's greasy, it's spicy, it's warm, it's salt, it's delicious right now. Damn, dumplings. Nah, baby, you cook the best dumplings. This is trash right here. I'm just eating, got hungry. You honestly cook the best fucking dumplings. Yeah, these suck compared to yours, honestly. Yo, these are fucking dumb. Where'd they go? You ain't never watched Wix eat dumplings on a live stream? Have you really lived? 6 minutes here for the 30. This is happening so perfectly right now. Also, by far, the best flavor of Gatorade. Read that? Right there. Green apple. That's the best flavored Gatorade there is. Cat, say something. Tom obliged. He said something. The Indians are like, no, my friend, he said something. He didn't say something. There's a light purple one. That's fire. What light purple? There's a light purple Teletubby. There's a light purple dinosaur. And there's a light purple yogurt slinger. You ever seen, what was it? Fuck, what was that movie called? Something, high school. Was it High School Blues or something like that? With the high school football movie. Varsity Blues, that's what it was. You ever watch Varsity Blues? He said, they were coming up with names for their dicks. He was like, the purple-headed yogurt slinger. Yeah, that movie is goated. And then they made fun of it. You ever watched Not Another Teen Movie? Started making fun of the fat guy. Four hours, steeper top weight. We might get what we're looking for. Deep fake out. Maybe not. Gang, give me 1 second. This was spicy. Feel a position coming on here. I had to go get the joint. Joseph, where are the orders at? Yeah, I'm looking for sell limits exactly. $44.20 flat. Hey, the weed heads are gonna be happy with this one. So that's my sell limit. 44.20 on the dot. I keep 170. Okay. This is what we're gonna look like once we tap there. No large sell orders. Yeah. Something's got to bring this down. This might have been the level here. That resistance. So like we said, 30 might be the one that closes above, not the 15. That's what we got, which means we need the next 30 to close below. This 30 can now come down, close below here. Exactly the play we drew up. That would be the 1 hour holding this level, which means, by the way, gang, now that we're tapping this area, I'm going to get rid of that sell limit. We wanted to get up there top wick without this bottom wick happening here. So I'm going to get rid of that sell limit because that might blast us through there. 44.20. Nice level. Got rid of it. Rid of the sell limit. I wanted the market to play along with it. Yeah, it might tap that area, come back down, but then at that point we'll take the fake out down here. We wanted, once we get these closures above, but still respect of these levels, right? We closed above the most recent range, but respecting the overall here to the left. We want that to open up with the top wick, tap the overall level before bringing us down here. This way we're sitting pretty for runners if we do close below. But with that bottom wick, I'm just looking at this to the left. We closed above all the way to the top of the range. Maybe it's going to look for the top of the range on the 4 hour here. So what we can do here is wait for this candle to now play along as well, right? We said we're going to delete it if we get that bottom wick and break it highs to these supports here. But the thing is, now if this closes as a leg candle, the next candle can open up with a top wick and then we can look for that, right? But we need the market to play along. We need these candles to play along our game. Right, if we get some closure like this, we can look for that top wick entry off of here of 44.20, 44.24 areas. If we close exactly like this, right, we get this 30 leg candle, we get a top wick on the next one, and then we can be in sells, come back down here and maybe begin that 4 hour rally to come down and fill this wick. But like I said, we need the candles to play along. We need price action to line up. Yeah, not seeing much of anything. Hey, Farzo in the building. Oh no, that's technique limited. Farzo, you have an understudy? The Squire. Yeah, we're waiting for now. At least the next 9 minutes. At the very least. Most likely, we're waiting for London to close here. Volume, for London to close volume at around 11. The book is pretty empty. That's crazy. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to smoke this joint without getting in a position, but the joint's gotta get smoked, right? It's gonna get smoked whether you're here or not, whether there's position or not.
Ready.
Ready, ready, ready. Really, really. Really, really. Broke the high. Coming back down. Never got to our level up. 44.20. 44.18. Not close. Close, but no sugar. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? We get this fake out. We get what we drew up. Part A has happened, which was the closure above. You need part B to happen, right? Which would be the closure back below. You're going to need C to happen, which would be the top wick opening on the following candle. And then you can give the market the D, which would be your entry. That would be you doing something, right? And then we can all be E. Anyone know what E stand for? Yeah, then we can all be eggheads. Then we can all be excited about double. Not the D. Eat. Exactly. Right? We give the market the D, and then we can all eat. Disconnected. You're disconnected. from reality. And my mic that is telling me in my ear, disconnected. Unacceptable. Yo, how long do iguanas live for? What's an iguana's lifespan? Anybody know? Can somebody Google it? I'm trying to see if I can catch that same iguana from last year that peed on me when it's cold out and the motherfucker's just frozen on the side of the street, side of the road. All right, 44.20, right? I think our entry, yep, that would have been our entry, right? No, our entry was in the signals 44.20 flat. I don't think we got there. Yeah, that would have been entry right there. We would have already been break even. But we didn't, it never got there. We would have been 1 pip off and pissed off. So here's the deal. If we didn't delete our sell limit, we would have deleted it right here. It would not have hit. It would have missed us by a pip. And now that we're seeing a reaction to that previous wick, I would have deleted it right there. After seeing a 40 pip bounce 1 pip away from our level. So maybe we re-break it by a pip. When I was in Rotan, they eat those all the time. What? Oh, there we go. The re-break at a high. So yeah. Oh, this is our banger. Lock in on this song right now. Would have worked. Would have worked. That's 15 pips right there. Seen that dude that had the iguana pizza? Man, I'm too nasty with these fucking levels. Even when I delete him. It worked. That was a 70 pip boat. Too nasty with the levels. Imagine this is where we top out now for the 4 hour. We never make it to the 4 hour high. Yeah, we wanted this top wick first before this bottom wick gets made. It's all right. It's all right. Bottom wick got made first, so we just wait. I seen the pizza video. Well, I would try. I would not. You took it? W? Nice. Yeah, man, if I just take every level I point out. All right, the 15 closed here. That's not a close that we really care for. We're going to see this 30 through. We're going to see this hourly through. It's not a close we care for because it didn't close in any type of way that we that we have an edge built around, right? Especially on the 15 here, so let's wait. If you took it, you can secure right there at 100 pips. Right? Congrats. Eddie, you think I can have some ice cream now after eating all those fried dumplings? Is that gonna fuck with my macros? Pakistan offers to host Iran peace talks. W Pakistan! Pakistan! Can you hear me now? Good. You guys eat coffee? Eating some ice cream. Yo, 320 calories per serving. About a half a container. Eat? Yeah. Am I part of the coffee gang if I eat coffee ice cream? What they need to do is fucking put 2 culadas in here and mix it up. Maybe a shot of espresso. Right into this ice cream. Yeah, I'll drink coffee in the morning. I eat coffee, ice cream in the morning. I don't know if the ice cream tastes better because of the weed, or if that joint's gonna taste a lot better because I just ate this ice cream. One of the two, maybe both.
Both. Definitely both.
Guess what? This is creating a little bit of fat. Weed is stored in your fat cells. So when I smoke some weed, it's stored in there. Do I get more high? No, but when I go work out, what do? You burn fat, AKA I get more high. I got the system on lock. Follow me for more life hacks. Oh, and please drop a like and sub to the channel. Come on. Oh, gang. This level we just fucking pointed out here. We called. Man. Gotta be honest with you, gang. This would have been like a partial TP at like 60, 70 pips. We would have hit B on the runner because the price came back right to the tip of that wick. Now it's running. So there's no way we would still be in there. Wow, why does that make so much sense on why I feel like I've smoked when I work out? Do you smoke weed? THC. That's my pre-workout. I smoke weed on my way to the gym, and then as you work out, you're burning fat, you're getting higher. So yeah, probably the reason I zone out in the gym, don't talk to nobody, and just get my shit done and keep it moving. I better not lick your ice cream either. Better eat, better chew it. My kid's gonna be mad as fuck. I'm about to close this, fill it up with water, close it, put it back in the fridge. You open it, be like, what ice cream? Be like, damn, they screwed us. They done sold us a fucking ice with no cream. I'm about to white out the word cream on the box. It's just gonna be coffee ice. What ice cream, baby? They sold you just coffee ice. Why am I so abundant? That's an interesting word. You just come from TT's Discord or something? Damn. There was a mix-up at the factory. Yeah. Mix-up at the factory. Nah, these are brand. Oh, look at us pushing. Look at us pushing. This shit's in labor right now. It's gonna get really tough if this 4-hour breaks highs, previous 4-hour highs. It's gonna get tough to trade, right? Because you're expecting this to come down, but the clean range up opens up here, and just you're gonna need to establish like decent supports, which would mean it's gonna be quite a bit of waiting involved. Might be a power hour position later on in the day, which means we'll take it into the signal channel at that point, and we'll call it in the signals if it happens. Really, it's a tough session for newer traders, I would say, the way this played out today. You gotta be very, you gotta have a very established edge. Very decent sample size in these types of markets. This isn't, because this here isn't typical movement, but we are ready for all of it. Big index spike out of seemingly nowhere. Out of nowhere, seemingly. Seemingly out of nowhere. Not out of seemingly nowhere. But I get what you're saying. Why though? Motherfucker, I just said seemingly out of nowhere. Talking to myself. What? Hey, Jordan in the building. All right, let's get ready for Jordan, everybody. Where are you at, bro? Oh, there he is. Jordan in the building. Hey, bro. That's a different background. There used to be a door to the left of you. There used to be a door here where a woman would walk out and walk back into. Now there's a window. Jordan, what happened to the door on the left of you? That bitch, wait, I can't hear you.
Yeah, my bad. I couldn't hear anything.
What happened to the door on the left of you? Turn that into a window?
I moved my whole setup.
Like in the same room, just facing the other way?
Yeah.
All right.
I needed more room.
Well, guess what? You did not get that accomplished. You still got the same amount of room. The square footage is still the same. You're going to need to move your ass into the neighbor house to get more room. Excuse me, sir. You got my bedroom? I'm moving in here. You gotta put my shit in here. I'm gonna need you to move your shit out right now.
Yeah, being a cripple right now on crutches makes me
Are
have
you
to
on
have
crutches?
things. Yeah, I had surgery March 5th.
Would you get removed? Your appendix?
I did ACL meniscus surgery.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun.
How'd you get that?
I was doing active shooter training, and I went back for cover fire and tried to come back, and it just like literally ripped.
Why are you doing active shooter training?
I do executive protection aside from this, like on the side, because I have a EP company.
Nice. Where? Like what state?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
But I do it all 50 states. Well, really nationwide.
Are you the owner? Are you
Yeah,
manager?
I'm co-owner. It's me and one other person.
Interesting. Very
We
cool.
did sub for Don Trump Jr. Like I think like 8 weeks ago here in Nashville.
Wouldn't that be like the Secret Service?
You'd be surprised, honestly. Like they honestly, like they'll have one or two guys, and then they'll use someone like us for the rest of the like events and stuff like that.
You guys have were you on the Charlie Kirk detail?
No, I wasn't on that. That's like above us. Because so we go like we mainly do it for like event spaces and stuff like that. So like if they come to a space that we work with, then they'll bring us on. And no, nothing like that. I mainly do like big arenas and stuff like that. Like we have the Bridgestone Arena out here, Nissan Stadium, stuff like that.
Very interesting. Jose said boring. Okay. I find this shit interesting, bro. I don't know how you find that boring, Jose.
Hey, everyone's got their own thing.
Jose's over there in the middle of a skydive right now. Boring. Let's talk trades. Fucking laptop in his face.
Well, this is my full time still, but I occasionally will still pick things up whenever we have big events. I kind of just send people out at this point now.
All right, that's very cool. Very cool. Do you have a fake hand? Fuck. Why would I have a fake hand? Guy on top of the face. You said this shit's boring. I don't know how much excitement you need. Damn, look at this fucking top wick respecting the 4 hour. Could that be the start of something beautiful? We're gonna need a lot to happen here. 15 seconds here. We're in an ugly chop. Get rid of these levels. I was just gonna say I want to take a sell here, but then boom. Yep. It happened a split second before it happened here. Too fast. We were close for right there. It's 100 some pips. Saw that late. I didn't see that we've opened up that way. But it's all right. It's not a massive deal, but that was a pretty good sell topic. Because that's all you need. Needed that top wick down to the lick handle body. Yeah, sometimes it just positions set up really quickly. You wouldn't notice them setting up unless they're setting up, right? This is not a position I would plan for ahead of time, but this is something I've seen so often that something we could take advantage of. That was starting to step in. It's time. It's good time. 4 hour needs to come down. Boom. Yeah, lovely.
For everything. See you guys tonight for Asian session, 8 p.m. Eastern, gang. Don't forget to like and sub to the channel. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
Peace.
Later. We'll see you today. Good night, right? You showing up? Oh, he did. Yep. I didn't hear him for like half of what he was saying. I just heard the ending. I'm into a sell now, 44.22. Yeah, it's a very good entry. Oh, 22, that's way better than me. I was looking at it right here, 44.20 flat. Yeah, I would prefer fake out for us to come back down here, get these closures below 43.98. But it's looking like it might take a lot longer. Looking like we might start feeling some of the swick and then come back down. That's what you're waiting for, yeah. I want this closure below. I would not have minded a buy limit at this area at 4,400 flat, but we've already come down with that wick here. The previous 30, a couple of times there. But the way the hourly closed here, right? I would not mind a wick into that area to come back up. This we've already done it a couple of times. This hourly's got a top wick, right? Closure below 43.98 would suit us better. But man, the 4 hour top wick here played out to the T. Sell limit over here off 44.20 on the 15 played now to the T also. That's my fear. Up above the wicked London high, it may go up above this. Step out, folks. Step back down. Bit of drawing. Yes, but that's not the question. Like, that's your fear. But is it the likelier thing to happen? Right? Right? Your fear, right? Should be destroyed by probabilities, right? Should be hunted by probabilities. Like, probabilities should be kryptonite to your fear. say, damn, I'm scared it could do that. But then probabilities dictate it should do the other thing. And fuck it. Yeah, it could do that. Probabilities on my end though, so you're technically exactly fear of losing is right? It's holding you back all these years. That's what that is. It could do that, of course. Anything can happen here. That's just the fear of losing. The fear of logical the logical thinking dictates you take on the risk. That's what logic's going to dictate. Fear of losing is what keeps a lot of people back. Fear of any kind of failure, especially on a public stage, right? In a public forum. People hate that. Because how do you be wrong in front of a lot of people? People always almost think that's like, that defines them in life. I bet you the last time you were wrong in front of a crowd and was really embarrassed, bet you that crowd don't remember you. Bet you don't even remember what happened. Yeah, I bet you a lot of you think like, man, why the fuck was I even embarrassed? Our deepest fear is that we are inadequate. But like, yeah, I guess, but most people are so concerned with that fear. Other people, right? You should. Why is it telling me to set up professional audio and audio settings? I have my audio set up. I am the professional. But yeah, people are so focused on their own normalcy and looking normal in front of people and fitting in that they're not noticing what the fuck is going on with you. And that's what you have to realize. You got to realize that people are too self-concerned about not looking like idiots themselves to think about, they don't have time to think about how much of an idiot you are. They're too concerned trying not to be idiots themselves. I assume he's saying cuz. Yeah, it's like, bro, homie, dude. G. Yo, Wix, I'm sending you an instant message on the merch. Please check later, get feedback. Fire. Do it. Wix, I'm leaving Canada to Florida. Which city you recommend? Honestly, if you're a tourist and if you really want to see the sights but you don't want to get stuck in a tourist trap, you got to go to Hialeah. But if you really want like something family friendly, like if you're bringing kids and you want something like safe and like just family friendly, you got to go to Liberty City. Yeah, I think that would be. Just avoid like the tourist traps and avoid the shitty areas, right? Like Las Olas and where all the homeless people are, right? Like Palm Beach. Okay. Setting his ass up, boy. Me selling living in Canada, fucked by liberals. I ain't waiting my tax dollars. Like, facts, bro. Get the fuck out of Canada. Northern Mexico sucks as much as southern Mexico. Get out of Canada. Get out of northern Mexico. So you'll sell out. Canada's gonna recover in 100 years. Yeah. His family name might not exist in 100 years. Go to delay. It's delay? I mean delray. It's safe, and you're half an hour from Miami and half an hour from Trump. Oh, you trying to set him straight, bro? No, bro. Hialeah is where it's at. Honestly, all the attractions, all the fun. Yo, yeah, it's either Hialeah or Liberty City, but if you want like 10 minutes out of all the fun, like right outside the fun, you can stay in oh, Indian Creek. Miami's a good place. No, fuck no, it's terrible. Nothing but crime. Yeah, if you want like right outside of fun, just Opalaka. Yeah, go to Opalaka. Like, if you want to be right, like, it's like a mix between Liberty City and Hialeah. It's not a mix, it's just right outside. Just go stay in Opalaka. Whoever said that doesn't know. On the contrary, southern Mexico is nothing but Indian indigenous people. Northern Mexico is like the US. I don't know where he's been. No, when I was saying northern Mexico, I was talking about Canada. Southern Mexico was just Mexico. When I said northern Mexico, I meant Canada, because to me, above or below, it doesn't matter. You guys are both Mexico. No, I told you earlier, Canada's like that really annoying neighbor that's just always like fucking yelling to keep it down over there. Right? Canada's always like, keep it down. America's like a big house party. Canada's that that annoying upstairs neighbor that's telling us to keep it down. And Mexico is basically the basement. The basement people are just happy they get to hear a little bit of noise from upstairs. Like, yeah, there's life. Yeah, America is just this one big party going on. You know, when you're rich, when you're in a rich area, from one block to the next, there's crackheads. You can tell by the playgrounds when you're in a rich area. The playgrounds just get... They get more relative, right? Like, wow, this candle sucked here. Look at this. We spoke about a buy limit here at this area. If we didn't have the wicks into it, man, we've been calling these levels all day. Sell limit at that area, buy limit at this area. It just hasn't printed the way we wanted to, right? Exactly the way we wanted to. But man, our levels have been up. I don't think anyone's calling levels out like no one's doing that. But yeah, you can tell by the playgrounds. Like, you go to like a shitty neighborhood, right? You go to the projects, and like their playground is like a wall, climbing wall. I'd be like, why do kids climbing walls? Be a track. track and why are they running and climbing walls? And then you be in a good neighborhood and their playgrounds are like seats with like luxury seats on a swing. It's not even like a regular swing. You guys remember the swings you had when like you just sit down on like a little bench? Like now that you in the rich area, they just be having swings with the back with a reclining back and shit, and you can just swing and you be. I saw a seesaw that had 2 seesaws attached to each end of the seesaw. And the fucker went up and down here, and it was connected on top so it would swing. It was a seesaw that would swing while going up and down, while having the seesaws like this go swinging. Oh, I gotta show you the fucking contraption. I'll take a picture of it next time I see it. I didn't know if that was like a child murdering device or an actual fun thing to do. So think about a seesaw, but instead it's held on top in the middle instead of on the bottom, and each side is a board, but each side is hanging, right? So, and the thing swings, so it could swing while going up and down, swinging. And on each end is a seesaw swinging like this. So you're swinging back and forth, going up and down while seesawing this way. That's what Down syndrome kids, they can't feel it. Yo. And that's in a nice area, right? That's in a rich area, you know. People, their fucking parents are engineers. Their fucking, their wives are home on a recliner watching, on a gravity chair, watching Real Housewives of Atlanta or some shit like that, right? That's why they be having recliners in the park. They be having all this engineering shit, in a shitty neighborhood. They got a wall for you to climb and a track to run on. So you can tell. Leave the downies alone. They need some uppers. But you can tell when you're in a shit neighborhood and in a good neighborhood. But what I've also realized, the shitty neighborhoods always have the better YMCAs. You guys always have the better Jewish community houses, or you guys just always have like the better youth programs. Because they don't want y'all at a playground with a fucking wall. Yeah, you go to a nice YMCA, that fucker has like plastic bagboards. You go to a shitty neighborhood YMCA, they got fucking NBA rims. Like, damn, I need to move my ass back to the hood. This looks like shit here. There's not much to do here right now. So it hasn't been a clear and obvious setup, and when we're talking in terms of limits, there hasn't been price action hasn't really delivered in order to set us up for a limit. Not what you want to see. Word, I used to go to the inner city YMCA to get some good ball runs. Yeah, you gotta. Like, you really want to get some games going, like some nice games. Yeah. Anyone close to winning the giveaway? Yeah, there were 2 people that were 1 letter off. Like, one letter off, yeah.
I got super bored and was trying to guess it, and I literally just couldn't come up with it.
You got to see it.
I know, I was sitting there watching the video and pausing it.
So it's also not numbers, gang. It's only letters. It's only letters. And I tell you this, somebody saw it, and I know they saw it, and they gave me what they thought it said, but in like a big clue here, in like number form, right? The letters all looked in such a way where like I could see where they would have thought that it was a 3-number digit, and they sent me the numbers, and I was like, they definitely saw it, and now they're fucking it up because they think it's number instead of letters. I think that was enough of a hint, Daniel. I think they'll be able to get it. Yo, hey, we're gonna if no one, I think that somebody's gonna get it today. Yeah, Daniel is the only one that knows the answer. That's true. You are the only one. Oh, holy jumping. Yo, gang, look, don't dip. Don't dip. I see a lot of you dipping, but I'm going to do a 50K giveaway here before you guys dip. Anybody want a 50K account? Anybody want a 50K account? Drizza said, I'll take it. No, this isn't one of those times. This isn't one of those times, Drizza. I know last time you guys like, yo, who wants one? You guys like, me. No, I was going to actually do a regular giveaway. Oh, no. Look, you would, Drizza, somebody would have beat you to it. DM Trading said me. Yeah, last time I was like, who wants an account? The first person that said me got it. Who was it? Did they send it to you already? I think it was Sam. He said trading. No, DM Trading. It was Sam. Yeah, it was Sam. Said thank you. No, that's not how it works here today. He's like, thank you. Like, you want it? No. We're gonna do it in a fair way. How do we make this fair? Let's figure it out. It's gonna have something to do with Instagram. There's only one way to make this fair, gang. And that would be for you to go to my Instagram. Yo, Daniel, do we have a reel to post for today? By any chance, do you have a reel ready? I have one, but only from today's stream. Fuck it, give it to me and I'll post it right now and they'll have to comment on that reel. That's gonna be the giveaway. Let's do it. Can I ask your total profits? Yes, you can ask. I can also decline to answer. But it's not hard. If you want, you can just rewatch the last half a decade of live streams. It's only a few thousand live streams. And then, yeah, and you could just do the math. Right? Just do the math. When you figure out, come back, tell us. Tell you if you're anywhere near it, if you're anywhere close. But it's all, the cool thing about this is it's all recorded. This whole ride has been recorded, and it's been like I said, a half a decade of live streams, and every day is on there. Pretty much every day. 95% of what we've done. Right? So yeah. It's all been streamed, it's all been done in front of an audience, so Keep in touch with Dumbo. I was on his live stream last week. I hopped on to his stream. I think it was Thursday. Friday, I don't remember. No, it was Thursday. He did a 30-hour stream. Yeah, I hopped on. $4.20. Yeah, try that 50 hours stream, $1 million in drawdown. Yeah, I don't know. I know he was in drawdown for like, what was it? It was like 1,000 pips, but he didn't lose the trade, did he? I mean, everybody got their own.
Streamed for about 29 hours, 30 hours or so.
What was that?
Yeah.
30-hour stream. Yeah.
Done, yeah. Yeah, about 20 hours streamed
Yeah,
straight up.
I mean, everybody got their own, way trading and their own way of collecting profits. I guess that's his. And who are you to say anything? That's like don't judge, as one day you yourself will be judged. How to participate in giveaway. I'll let you know in a minute. I'll let you know in 1 minute. Sniper. It's not done. Daniel over there taking time off work right now. Finishing up a reel as we speak now. All right, if it's not done. Wow, somebody else got really close too. Two people got really close. I didn't see these messages. I think more people have starting to see it, but aren't able to really. Yeah, so there's people getting close. I don't think they're able to. If you were one of the close ones, I think you might have been on the phone and needed to be like on a desktop to like really see it. People are gonna be right now turning on the reel on their fucking HD TVs and like 80-inch screen, HD TV. Put this shit in 8K. I think we're gonna have a winner here, Daniel. Gonna be a winner here. So I've given a lot of clues. A lot of clues here today. Some of you guys are turning on my reel on the living room big screen right now. Yeah. I think the guys that were close, I think they saw it, but they were on the phone. Like, to me, that's what it feels like. It looks like somebody saw it, they were on the phone, couldn't really lock in, and just kind of like, you know, the phone screen. I would never. It's more exciting when it's hard. Yeah, that's what she said. But let's see what happens. Yeah, we gotta do this giveaway. It's 11:30. It's damn near noon. I've eaten a whole ice cream on stream. I ate a whole bunch of fucking dumplings here today. Drank a whole fucking... What am I missing? Benny? Oh, protein. I smoked a full joint already on stream. We're missing protein, a little bit of protein. And a giveaway and a trade. Tuesday, we're up 450 pips for the week. Le Tub. Oh, Eddie, you ever been to Le Tub? If you're in Hollywood Beach, there's a place called Le Tub, and they have a big sign that says, voted #1 burger in America. And I'm like, voted by who? And you know how many burger joints there are in America that are way better than Le Tub? Maybe at one point, there was like a certain week where like a bunch of restaurants were closed, and these guys were the best burger in America. But it happens once, all of a sudden, you're like the best. El Tub? No, Le Tub. L-E Tub. That's a place in Hollywood Beach. Check it out. Google it. It's got a big fucking toilet at the entrance that you can sit on and take pictures with. Type of places I like. Big toilet at the front entrance. Bit of protein. Perfect. We could dry scoop a little bit more protein. Well, 60 on SL. That took a little while to work out for you, huh? Oh, that was a new cell, huh? I don't know how many people are in here because I've been getting so many comments with these pancakes. Like, how many people in here, like, are at the point where like they were getting what they were doing, but the pancakes just changed the game. Like, the entries at those levels based on what you're doing. How many did that just change the game for? A whole bunch of comments, man. Like, yeah, I knew what I was looking for here. But man, these entries have really put things in perspective. Just you're locking in, but then you know why you're getting ahead of it. You know what the probability's there, and it's just you're already looking at a position there, but the logic behind the pancakes just completely changed the game for you. Yeah, the shake's gonna be good. George Bush Airport, Houston. Crazy delays. Stop fucking flying. If you're gonna fly, don't fly into LaGuardia, though. All right, protein in. Bro's all meth. No, I'm just auditioning for an acting job. I don't know which one yet, but hopefully there's a producer or a director somewhere in here. It's been crazy here with all spring break. Where, in Houston? Yeah, I'm looking at the videos right now. They're showing the George Bush Airport. The lines are fucking nuts. It's been crazy here too in Miami. There's more partying going on the I-95 than on the actual beach. Because of the damn traffic, people are just standing there. I want to do this giveaway, gang. I want to give away a 50K account. Yeah, that's definitely not. Oh my God, that's perfect. I'm so glad I was muted. Because I just started a conversation that I regretted in my head, and I was just trying to look for an off-ramp out of that conversation. And I saw the word muted on the screen, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I don't even have to go into it. This is the first time I'm glad I was muted and talking. That's a conversation I don't want to go into. Yeah, I was trying to see myself out of that conversation. I started it, and I was like, because I said something, and I was like, all right, now I gotta fucking figure out how to end this. because I don't think I want to be in this conversation. It's on mute. Ouch. You ever been happy about being muted? Them sounding like lean into their child's traumas or I swear, I started talking. I was like, I instantly regretted saying it. I was like, I need to find an off ramp out of this conversation right now before I continue any further. Yo, how are we gonna do this giveaway? You read lips? Oh yeah? Read these. Say it ain't so. Daniel, what am I gonna do for a giveaway? All right, fuck it. Let's run the giveaway. Here's what we're gonna do. Hold on, give me a second, chat.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people. Uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. My willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
All right, gang. So we figured it out. Go if you wanna have a chance to win this 50K account. A bunch of people dipped already while I took that little 5-minute break. Sucks for them. We're gonna do a 50K giveaway here. Go to my Instagram, comment on the very last post where I'm flexing. I'm going like this. The one that says problem solver. All right. The one that says problem solver. Go comment on that post. And we're gonna do a giveaway based on that post. So go drop a comment, like and comment. Make sure you do both. Like and comment on the very last Instagram post. Go. You have 5 minutes. Yeah, go comment on last Instagram post and we will run this giveaway. All right, bunch of people already commented, I see. Yeah, you have exactly 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and I'll do the giveaway here. Noon. Noon will be the exact time for the giveaway. And while you guys are commenting, I'm gonna set the giveaway up. I'm gonna go comment on the very last post. Not the last reel, the last post. See some of you commenting on the last reel. I guess you didn't like. Oh, the merch idea. Yeah, no, I saw it. I like it. But you know what the crazy thing is? It just it looks like it looks like a fucking court case. It looks like US versus poverty. And then it's got that round thing. And it looks like a court case that Wix 9 is involved in. It looks like US versus poverty. Yeah, I'd want it. It's got to be. It's got to say like. The only grind is versus poverty. Or the only hustle is versus poverty. Can you announce it already? Gotta head to class? Yeah, we can definitely come up with something. Come up with a few designs. Send them to me. I like them. Let's collab. Gotta be a high quality shirt though. Or sweater. Would you guys rather have shirts, sweaters, hoodies, zip-ups, hats? I don't know what you guys like more. I think I gotta do a poll in here what people like more, and then we'll do like a limited run or something. Hoodies. I don't know. Cool though. Yeah, some people like jerseys more than anything. You know, maybe we do a football jersey. I don't know. Still haven't broken that previous 4-hour high. I still head back down here. Like the general idea with the pancake. I didn't notice the pancake. Is there a pancake in there in the picture? Nah, it doesn't have to have a pancake in it. Matter of fact, get the pancake. Gotta be something relatable. It's gotta be relatable. Like throw in a blown account or something. That makes it relatable. Cut off tees. I like, you know what I like? I like the long body shirts. Like a t-shirt, like, but long body. Probably. Not those big oversized t-shirts. I'm talking about like regular size shirt that fits, you know, snug around your arms, but it's got it long. We got 3 minutes here for the giveaway. 3 minutes before we do the giveaway. You got 3 minutes to go like and comment on my last Instagram post. See the entries increasing here. Nice backdrop. Yeah, that's in Colombia. That's supposedly one of the nicest bars in Colombia or in Cartagena. The Sky Bar, right? But that's, you know, it says behind me, behind my hair, it says 51, the 51st floor. We got that in Miami. In Miami, we got, I think it's called Club 50, 50th floor. I was there, like, I got a picture there when I used to, back when I used to be bald, like years ago. Who's ready for this giveaway? You check the logo again, give me some more feedback, or just message me? Yeah, I'll respond to you. I just want to respond after I'm done. Oh, got timed out for my Don comment. What did you say about Don? How long did you get timed out for? Last time I saw somebody get timed out was 4 hours ago in the beginning of the stream. And the only person to time somebody out today, I think, was Jay, and even Jay dipped. You hopping on for Asian? Yeah, we will absolutely be live 8 hours from now for the Asian session. Look at these 2 leg candles in a row. Where's Reggie? Dude, that hourly's ugly. We got some really ugly price action going on here. All right, gang. Who's ready? Who's ready for this giveaway? Time is time. Well, hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure we have no positions coming up here, or no possibility of positions. I don't see much. I think the 4 hour could eventually start heading down, but we really want these closures below 43.98. Maybe this is the candle that gives it to us, and if that's the case, we'll take it into the signal channel. Yeah, it's giveaway time. Clues on how to find the hidden code next time. I've given a lot of clues here on stream a little bit earlier, if you were here, and I gave clues out on Instagram day before yesterday, yesterday morning or day before yesterday. I've given a lot of clues. There's gonna be somebody's gonna get it today. I'm pretty sure with everything that I've said. I'm pretty confident people to get it today. It's all right. Guess what? We're gonna run another one of those reels, and once somebody gets that, we'll do the next one. Okay? I'm gonna keep going because they seem like fun. All right, let's do it. Let's run the giveaway here. In order to enter, you have to go like and comment. You have to go like and comment on my very last Instagram post. You still have a few seconds to do it as I'm pulling it up here. Let's really lock in here and get this going. 46 comments.
Outside minute! No for the inside! Outside minute!
All right. What do we have going on? Let's go. All right. I entered chat. Careful. I read this. Finding these codes and clues has me thinking I'm blind and dumb. Bro, I couldn't find it. All right. So we have one winner. We need to update this to countdown is fine, right? I like the color. Color is fine. Let's show some advanced filters. We need to exclude duplicates. Perfect. That's all we need, really. We can confirm that. Total 46. Kenny, butter. Kenny, roll butter. Perfect. Kenny over here. He's not paying attention. And the winner is Kenny. And now he's paying attention. All right, let's go. Y'all got first.
Somebody say something?
What was that? What?
Somebody say something?
No, nobody said nothing. Ain't nobody even talk. Nobody mouth moved. Nothing.
You see what it say, right? Butter.
Butter. That's what I was just saying. I was laughing at that. That's what I was laughing at. I was like, Kenny wrote butter. All right, gang. Let's run it here. And the winner is
That's perfect.
I swear I be speaking things into existence. I swear. You guys remember me? I just spoke about this the other day where like I'll be speaking things into existence. Were you guys on that stream? Were you guys on stream a few days ago where I was talking about like lately I've just been saying things and it happens. If you saw, I posted yesterday, no, day before yesterday, I posted a McDonald's story, like Wix 9, eating, ordering McDonald's after winning 100 pips. And then that same day, like I never go get McDonald's. I don't even, all three of my kids, Dad, we want McDonald's. So I got a McDonald's. And then my daughter saw that post and she's like, Dad, did you realize you spoke this into existence again? And then the other day, I'm sitting with my daughter. I was like, there's no way you can eat that without dropping that fork. Out of all my kids, you are the one that's just meant to drop that fork. She's like, yeah, whatever. She picks it up and she tips it by mistake and she drops it. And she looks at me like I'm all weird. And she's like, Dad. She's like, you've been doing this like for the last few months, like whatever you've been saying, and things just happen. I really believe that Eddie's gonna make $1 million this year. Eddie, I also like honestly, I'm a big believer that like if anybody here makes $1 million this year, they're gonna split half with me. 100K in payouts for Santos, please. All right, phone lines are now open. And phone lines are on standby. Operators are on standby. Phone lines are now open. 1-800-GOT-CLAPPED. Dial up right now for your Wix 9. Speak into existence. You get one per call.
Call me now.
Call me now for your free, what do you call it? Wish? Damn. Congrats, bro. Congrats to Kenny.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
When's the last time you won something?
It's been a minute. That's why I had to put the extra emphasis on it.
That's so funny, bro. Not even funny at this point. Like, you guys might think it's funny or rigged or whatever. To me, this shit is spooky because I've been doing this nonstop for like the last few months. I've been doing it so often that last week I spoke about it on stream, how I've just been speaking things into existence. I'm in Colombia. What do you need? I'm going to need you to talk to the cartel about me visiting Colombia again. Yeah.
I see a blunt in my future. What you think?
See a blunt in your future. See 50K account in your future because you won one. Yo, DM me again with your. Trust me, gang. I laugh about it, right? We laugh about it, but I would not want Kenny to win here just because we spoke about it and just because of the. Don't you think if I give it to, I obviously can tell, or I obviously know that there's gonna be a whole bunch of comments that say rigged. At this point, I wish I rigged it because I would have unpurposely given it to somebody else. because we called out Kenny's comment, so it looks suspicious. But man. Butter, I guess. All butter. Congrats to Kenny. Man. He's part of the private gang too, so he's going to have a chance for the 2 private giveaways that we're going to do on Sunday, right? You want to be part of the private sessions. Get the bundle, right? You get the access to private channels, private chats, private streams, private Zooms, private signals, private giveaways. And Kenny just won one here, and he's going to be part of 2 giveaways on Sunday. We're going to do 2 giveaways on Sunday, both 50K. And he has a chance to win both of those. And the chances there are not like 1 in like 200. They're going to be like 1 in 20, 1 in 30. Depending who shows up. So, yeah, man. W, go get the bundle. Join the private community and get access to the signals. And if you were part of that, you would have been up 450 pips already by Tuesday morning or by Monday evening with our trade. Hold on a sec. Let me let Benny in here. Benny was over here barking, so I let him in here, and now he just walked in smelling like he farting up a storm. I know he wants to go outside. Don't shit by the pool, bro. Not time yet. Yo, congratulations, Kenny. Gang, there's a possibility we set up here for the 4-hour. For the 4-hour drop down. We just need a close here below 43.98, as we've been saying this for a little while here now. So this is what we want to see. If I see these closures, right, I'm looking for the rest of this range. Down, I'm looking for these wicks as my advantage points. So somewhere around 43.75 here. What level is that? 43, yeah, 43.75. Damn, I didn't even have it up here. Just call it. So 43.75, right? You're probably going to look for entries at around 43.80, 82, 84 area, somewhere up here, depending on where this wick ends up being. and then we'll look for the rest of that ride down, right? It's 250 pips down to the bottom of the range. It's about 100 pips to your advantage point. So there's room and there's pips to be caught here. It's just going to take a little bit longer to set up. Also realize it's noon, so it's lunchtime. Most of the volume, most of the traders, New York traders, right? They're at lunch. If you're trading New York session, if you're here at 8 a.m., you're taking lunch right now. So the volume slows down. These traders will be back in the markets by around 1:30, 2 p.m. for the 4-hour close. So hopefully there's a bit of volume here at 1:30 as people are coming back from lunch to bring us down below the range and really to come down, fill the range down, if that's a possibility. So if that happens, we'll take this into the signal channel and we'll trade this in there. If you want to be a part of that, go get the bundle and join the private community, and you'll have access to the signal channel and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, congrats to Kenny on winning that 50K account. We will be live 8 hours from now for Asian session, and full speed ahead, gang. We'll be live tomorrow for New York session as well. And yeah, see you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern for Asian session. Show up, bring your A game, go get your top 1 futures account. Use code WIX so you can get a massive discount. You get an instant funded account to skip the challenge and just trade here and make money immediately. Or if you want to get the challenge account, pay a bit less, get a better discount. They have the best challenge accounts available in the industry right now. End of day drawdown, any day payouts, and no activation fees. So by far the best challenge accounts in the industry. Go get them. This way, once you pass that, you start making money immediately, right? Because it's any day payouts, everyday payouts. You can take payouts immediately. So you make $300, take it out. Make $300, take it out. Make $500, $600, make $1,000, take it out. All right. So those are the best accounts, best challenge accounts available right now. Also, make sure you show up to tonight's stream. Zoom gang, I will see you guys tonight. All right. You guys have a good day. Jordan, Kenny, everyone else that was in here, Dr. Holmes, whoever I see on screen here. Mods, all of you, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. Signal channel, look out. We're definitely gonna take this into the signal channel, look for that position in there. So possible positions later on today here before Asian session throughout the day. And chat, love and wisdom to you all. Like I said, I really want all of you eating. We don't have to eat at the same table, but I want all of you eating. So please show up, please participate, please lock in for these few hours that you're here and prioritize this. Let everything else take a back seat while you're building your life and while you're building the distance between yourself and poverty. All right. Hey, if you're the dude making the shirt, reach out to me. I'll respond to you and we'll work from there. Daniel, let's get something running. Let's get this reel out today. Once again, congrats to Kenny on that 50K. As for me, gang, my time here is up. I'll see you guys tonight for Asian session. And just like that, another New York session is in the... Don't overtrade, don't over leverage. Absolutely do not over risk here. Wait for the market to set up for your positions. Take advantage of them, and then you don't have to worry about over risking. Then you're trading with risk management. You're trading your position. You're trading with no impulses. You're setting yourself up for success. See you guys tonight. Later.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire! Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
You ever get a trade? Keep showing up. We're up 450 pips on the week. Show up to the streams, to all the streams. Not every stream.